and all this, so I decided to make this. I hope you like this video. So please subscribe on this. So hope you like it. So here we have the sun. It's so big you could fit 1,000,000 Earths inside it. So it also performs gas like hydrogen and helium. But it's so hot you can't touch it, cause it'll be like you'll like die there. Next, moving on to Mercury, which is the smallest planet, small as the moon. Plus, it's the closest and the hottest planet in our solar system. Well, almost the hottest. Next, moving on to Venus. Some people say it's the brightest planet in our solar system, but really it's not. It's just an orange planet there lying by its own. And you know, who knows what might be there. So, it kind of looks like the sun, but actually it has some black spots in real life. But really, it's the hottest planet. Don't touch it.
Got it.
Next, moving on to Earth, which is the home you live in. It actually is like super small. It's like this small. That small. So it orbits around the sun, and it has a moon orbiting the Earth, which is really called the moon. And it has some pretty cool landmarks you'll see. And also it has the North Pole and the South Pole, which really Santa's workshop is in.
Okay.
Right here. Next, we have the moon. It orbits around the Earth, so this is what it does to the Earth. So it provides a crescent moon, a full moon, a new moon, and a half moon. That's because it looks like it has some dark spots, because actually it does not shine. It's because the sun is reflecting off of the moon. So really, remember that. Moving on to Deimos, which is Mars's moon actually. And it looks like a triangular shape in real life, actually. Not really a circle, like, the moon and Phobos. But actually, it's triangular shaped. And which is part of Mars. And next, moving on to Mars, the red planet. And it's not actually red, but it looks like a brownish in real life. Not a single red spot, right? So it has kind of like some white spots on there. We decided not to do that. So yeah. Next, moving on to Phobos, which is also one of Mars's moons, and which is a sphere shaped. Like the moon, not like Deimos. Deimos is actually the triangular shaped moon. So Phobos is actually larger than Deimos. So if you couldn't see that, ask an astronomer. Moving on to Ceres, the closest dwarf to the sun, actually. You cannot see it because it kind of looks like an asteroid, as you can see. I mean, watch this. Can't even see that, right? So you cannot even see that even if you ask an astronomer. But everybody knows it's in the asteroid belt for an orbit, right? So this is a very delicate planet, or should I say dwarf planet, actually. Next, moving on to the asteroid belt, which is full of asteroids and is provided by a planet series. Well, that got into dwarf status. So, next up, we'll be seeing when we see some if you ask an astronomer to send a probe, and the probe sees some asteroids, you will locate the asteroid belt and series. Next, moving on to Jupiter, the biggest planet in our solar system. It is also a gas giant, which some people know. And really, it has a big giant spot, which is also evolved from a storm. Next, moving on to Saturn, which is also a gas giant and has some rings made up of rocks, dust, and ice, and a bunch of other things. So do not go into that ring. Do not do that.
Got it.
Because if I do that, I'll go. Next, moving on to Uranus, which is the first ice giant in our solar system. It is also made up of a bunch of ice. You'll chill in there. and it is provided by 13 rings.
It has 13.
It looks like just one ring, but it's actually 13. That's a lot. Next, moving on to Neptune, which is the farthest planet from our sun. And it cannot provide heat. It can never provide heat from the sun, because it's like so like this far away and the sun is like this close. That would be way too far. It'd be chilling in there. Even it has a lot of storms. So if you want to go to Neptune, please bring an umbrella. Next, moving on to Pluto, which comes after Neptune, and which is still a planet, but they kicked it out of being a planet, so then it changed out to being a dwarf. As you can see, Pluto is actually not a gray color. It is actually black and yellow. In 3D. Next, moving on to Haumea, which is the only oval shaped in our solar system, actually. And Haumea is pretty rare to find.
Do you know why it's oval? Because it spins really fast.
Because it is also novel because it spins really fast. It's like zoom, 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 zoom. It's out of control. Next, moving on to Makemake, which is the red planet, the red dwarf in our solar system, actually. In which can also be found and is very, very, very rare. So, Makemake is pretty that far to the sun, it cannot revolve heat. And next, moving on to Eries, our last dwarf, and is the biggest dwarf in our solar system. It cannot revolve any heat from our sun.
No.
Because it's like so far. Like, this is Eries and this is the sun.
Mm-hmm. Very far.
Very far from each other. And last but not least, the Big Dipper constellation. So, as you can see the Big Dipper constellation right now. Because you can see there, and there. So that's a Big Dipper. The Big Dipper constellation. As you can see a name tag. It says the Big Dipper. So, thanks for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please subscribe. I love you guys.